So we get a lot of calls for people saying the cat's scratching the lounge or they're scratching the carpet. Why are they doing it? All right, cats need to scratch. So you need to give them somewhere that they can scratch. So a cat, when they're scratching, they're doing a few things. They're letting off a scent. So in their pads of their feet, they have little scent glands. So that's letting off a smell to let other cats, but also to let people know, even though we can't smell it, but they think we can, to let us know that's my space, that's where I like to be. They're also leaving a mark. So when they're scratching on something, they're leaving a mark to, again, show where their space is. But also they're getting rid of a dead part of their nail. So a cat's nail, when it pops out, it's, you know, curved. Everyone's seen the hook sort of thing in the cat's nail. Well, the dead part of that nail comes off about every 4 weeks. So the new fresh nail's underneath. So they need to get rid of that. And scratching helps get rid of that dead part of the nail, because if they don't, it can cause infection inside the nail bed because they haven't got rid of that dead part of the nail. So there's a lot of options for scratch post. It's ridiculous, the amount of options. We use these cardboard scratchers. They're really good for cats who haven't really learnt what to scratch on properly. So you've got to train your cat to let them know what you want them to scratch on and what you don't. So if you don't want them to scratch on your lounge, you've got to then give them something they can scratch on, but tell them they can scratch on it. So picking them up and popping them on the scratcher. Cardboard ones are really good because you can prop them against your lounge if they're scratching on your lounge. They can go on the floor. Some cats like to scratch on the floor. Some cats like to scratch up high. So having a taller scratch post will help as well. So one like this, which is pretty basic, but it's going to help the cat scratch up high as well. There's ones that are sisal, carpet. The cardboard ones even come in shapes now, like a bed shape and a car shape. So there's all different ones. We even have one which is all different cardboard segments that are linked together, and you can change the shape. So if you notice, oh no, the cat doesn't like just scratching on a round one, then you can move it and it becomes a weird shape and they can scratch on that. So there's a lot of options for scratch posts, but it is a case of training your cat to use it. So using things like dry catnip to pop on the scratch post, because the smell of the catnip is going to attract your cat to the scratch post. Putting toys they like, so you can pop them around the bottom of the scratch post, so your cat will go to the scratch post to play with the toy, then go, hang on a minute, and start scratching on it as well. So it's a good way to get your cat scratching on what you want them to scratch on and not on your carpet. There's still going to be the odd case where they might scratch on your carpet or lounge, but that's usually, I found with my cat, if a new cat's in the neighbourhood, they want to get their smell somewhere, they might scratch on the lounge or the carpet because it's something unknown to them, so they want to get their smell out there. But most of the time, they're going to use the scratch post once they know that's what they're supposed to use.